Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes just to see if anybody shows up. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. What's up, guys? Can you guys let me know where you're from? Can you comment? Let me know. I'm going to give it a few minutes just to let people hop on real quick. And then I'm going to go through one baseball play, and I have a few batter props that I'm going to share. Let me set that up, actually. So if you guys can let me know. All right. So here we go, guys. I do have one play in baseball that I really like, and it's a little bit weird because it's an underdog play, and usually I don't really play too many underdogs sometimes, but it's very rare, especially for it to look this good and for it to still be where it's at as far as the price goes. So I'm gonna look at three batter props that I like. Actually, four batter props I'm gonna hook you guys up with. Two of them are a little bit questionable, but I'm still gonna go with them. I'm still gonna ride with them. And then I have one team that I wanna share. So this team is actually very decent. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being here. Yesterday was a very shitty day. I hate to see that because we had been on such a good run, and it's been very massive. If you've been following us, it's been very massive. Pretty much all month has been very good, and then yesterday that went to shit. So we went actually 1 for 6 yesterday, which is crazy because that's one of the biggest losing days in the last like 35 days or 40 days. But before that, I mean, we're still playing with the house money, so it's still all good. The thing is, it just sucks when you're going through it. It sucks. So I'm gonna be straight up. It was just some bad stuff going on. So, for example, the White Sox beat the shit out of the Blue Jays, which was ridiculous as hell. And then the Yankees lost, and I did say be careful with the Yankees. Then I didn't take the Diamondbacks, and then they ended up winning. And then I did take the Rays. So that was kind of a lot of the batter props didn't hit because I parlayed them together, and then one person messed up the leg or the parlay, I should say. So, anyways, it is what it is. It was a losing day, and we gave back a lot of units yesterday compared to what we've been making, but we're still in the green for this month, and we're going to keep riding. All right, guys, let me keep going now. So right here, like I said, I do have. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. So right here, I do like the Brewers going against the Twins. There's a lot of information here. You can see there's literally 5 pages worth of stuff. I'm not going to go through every detail. That'll just take forever. But I already went through the entire slate. I actually went through every single game. I use a lot of filters, a lot of scrapers, a lot of AI stuff to clean it all up. But once it's all cleaned up, I actually just take a look at a very few select games. And even then, everything was looking like shit because I was looking at the Cubs, for example, and then the line was shifting the wrong way. Then I was looking at the Padres, which the OPS was bad. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that everything was mismatching for a lot of games. The only one that kind of made sense was this one. It was the Brewers versus the Twins. All right, so I already got a little thing going on here. Let me just kind of go get right into it. Once I post the videos today, guys, I'm going to edit this video once I'm done with this live. And once I edit the video and I post it, make sure you comment. And if we get to 50 comments, I'm going to hook up another person for 1 week free VIP. So we're up in the last 10 days, we're still up about 10 units. And then I have to do the research for the rest of the month because it's been very good. So we're probably up about 15 to 20 units this month already. In the VIP, like I said, yesterday we gave back like 4 or 5 of them. But it's still in the green, and I'm going to hook you guys up with 1 free week VIP if we get to 50 comments when I post this video. All right. So anyways, here, let me get started now. So the Brewers, you can see the line, it opened at a plus 10. Sorry, let me start over here. The Brewers started at a plus 110, and the odds are still at a plus 110. This is from about an hour ago. I haven't checked it like right now. But the line is kind of stuck at 110. Now you can see 43% of the money is coming in on the Twins. 43% of the bets are coming in on the Twins. 25% of the money is coming in on the Twins. But then you go on the reverse side, 57% of the money is coming in on the Brewers, and 75% of the money is coming in. 57% of the bets, 75% of the money. Okay. So there's a difference of 18%. There's about 3,000 bets that are tracked right now. And that is all coming in towards the Brewers. So there's significant enough money and bets where this is kind of pretty much it's not a heavy side one way or another. Okay, it's like a 57-43. It's not heavy. Usually you'll see like a very heavy, like for example yesterday the Yankees was like the bets were coming in like 90% towards the Yankees. So that's an example. But anyways, right here, you can see 57%, 43%. They're sharing it pretty much evenly. And the line is shifting in the opposite direction for the Twins. It's going away from the Twins. So the value is coming in. Even though this line hasn't moved, the line is shifting away from the Twins. It's going towards the Brewers, okay? So that's very important. I would like to see this go down to like minus 110 or minus 105. But at this point, it is what it is. They're very early games today. You can see, they start pretty early. But let me just get into it here. So the starting pitchers, this dude Pritzker for the Brewers is a much better pitcher. He's got a 5 winning games and 2 losing games, 3.46 ERA with 46 strikeouts. Compare that to this guy that has very little experience, 1-1. 4.78, or he hasn't played that much today. This season, he's only played 2 games. So it's still a higher ERA with less strikeouts. Okay, now the pitching is decent for the starter for the Brewers, but so let me get back. Sorry, this comment kind of threw me off a little bit. Let me answer it. Please choose me for the VIP. I'll do it. Sorry. Interrupting. Please continue. You have to comment when I post a video, not on the live. Okay, this is the live right now. So once you see the video get posted, then that's where you would comment, and then it's going to be a random picker. But here we go. The starting pitcher is very good compared to the Twins pitcher. Okay, so the Brewers starting pitcher is good compared to the Twins. That's already a decent look. The massive bullpen advantage. This is where it comes into play. The ERA for the bullpen is 2.16 compared to a 3.31. That's a point difference of almost 1 earned run, which is considered enormous in modern baseball because the pitchers in the bullpen they get filtered out a lot faster nowadays. Anyways, they have elite relievers with Uribe right here, Ashby, and Mears. Compare that to the liability of the Twins, which is Wentz, and Wentz is liabilities. You can see right there, 5.59. So overall, the bullpen is crazy compared for the Brewers versus the Twins, and it's leaning heavy towards the Brewers. Okay, so the starting pitching is good, the bullpen is very good, and then the projections right here, you can see it's a 4.8 compared to a 4.4 for the Twins. So even the projections are saying that the Brewers are going to win. So what I feel like is that this line should be at a pick'em. It should be like a plus 100, not a plus 110. So they're giving us great value at a plus 110. I'm taking it straight up on the money line, plus 110. All right, I don't have my slip right here, but that's who we're going with. All right. So just a little side note, we have we're the business partner that I work with inside the Discord and on this business. He does Canadian football, and he already threw a VIP play out for Canadian football. He does like Calgary. I'm not going to tell you exactly how he went with it because it's inside the VIP, but he does like Calgary today, and he's been hitting with college football. All right. So Michael Lee is asking over on the Braves 7. I don't do over unders, Michael Lee. So I don't have the data in front of me for over unders. So I would be bullshitting you, and I'm not about to go try to jump through everything to check it out. I can take a look. I can give you a look at what the line is at and if it's shifting and stuff like that. But when I was doing my batter props and the under RBIs, it didn't look like the lines were shifting too much. So let's see the Braves. So the Braves, let me look at the totals. The Braves, the line is at 8.5. So if you're going with over 8, are you doing the team totals? I don't know. I don't know your question. So the line is there's heavy money on the Braves on the over, but the line doesn't shift at all. Colorado, let's see. Rockies, it's there's no value there. The line is all the way at 12 for the Rockies. So if you're going to do 7, obviously that's you have to buy back five runs, which I don't know unless you're doing team totals, which I'm not looking at here. Again, the Cubs, yeah. So the Cubs and the Rockies are extremely high. They're at a 13. So again, full game all over. Yeah, the Cubs and the Rockies look good. The other one doesn't. That's from just what I see. I don't do over unders like that, so I can't. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I see on the lines. All right. So I do like the Brewers. I'm going with the Brewers, just so you know. I like this one here, which is Brandon Lockridge under 1 RBI. You can see how heavy this juice is. That's why you have to parlay it with something. But this dude is solid. He's only gotten 1 RBI in the last 10. He's only batting between. You see, this game he batted 4 times, or he went up to bat 4 times. Every other game he's only batting between 1 and 2 times. He's also has not hit this line in 18 or 18. He has not hit an RBI in 17 of the last 18 games. So he's only gotten 1 RBI in almost 20 games. Plus this WRC plus is at a 21.3. So you might want to look at this dude for the under RBI is what I'm going with. I'm gonna hook you guys up with a few other batter props that I do like, but you guys got to take that for a little bit into a consideration, being that we did lose yesterday on some batter props, so be careful with these. I do like Josh Naylor. I do like Jackson Chourio. And I do like Nick Gonzalez. This is actually one of the best ones that I like. Nick Gonzalez. Let me go see if I can. Let me talk a little bit more about Nick Gonzalez, because this one is one of the better ones. All right, let's see. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Michael Lee, you're asking about, again, the Braves, the Colorado, and the Cubs. The Braves is the weakest one on that board because everything else is 12. So if you look at the Cubs, the line is 12 and it's still going up a little bit. And then the Rockies, I think, started at 11.5 and it's still going up to 12. So, all right. So Nick Gonzalez, you can see right here, this is probably the best batter that I'm looking at today to get one hit. And the biggest reason is he's facing this guy, K. Rocker, and he's got a 7.31 ERA, which is horrible. He also has hit this 80% of the time. Last 3 games, he's got in, 3, 2, 1. So it's, 5, 6? 6 hits in the last 3 games. He is coming up to bat a lot. Diamond Pirates are decent in the OPS, meaning they come up to bat decently. And what else? And then I looked at this graph right here. I'm not going to get into all the details, but basically wherever this guy throws, this guy hit, except for this little right corner right here. But everything else matches besides this little graph right where he throws, he misses over here. But everything else matches. I do like I said, Nick Gonzalez to get one hit, Jackson Chourio to get a hit, and Josh Naylor to get a hit. We also doing something called no run first innings. They have not shown me the stats for today besides this graph, but basically this graph shows you the teams. So for example, check this out. So for example, this is for today's information, but check this out. Right here, it just kind of gives you, for example, this B. Walter right here and Soriano down here. Basically, both of these, this is guys hitting at 100% hit rate, pretty much 3 games in a row. He's gotten no RBIs. And then Soriano's hitting at a 70% hit rate. And then you look over here, some other teams. So, for example, this one, Mick Abel and Canning over here for Mets and Phillies, 70% hit rate, 100% hit rate. So this is where the information starts. Once once we look at which ones are decent, like for example, this one here, which would be the Mets versus the Phillies, and who is this? The Giants. So even this one is decent right here. Giants and Red Sox, and then Astros and Angels. So this is the way we start the research, kind of here looking at these graphs, and then we look individually at each pitcher and see what the individual pitcher is doing. Then we look at the last 5 games for that pitcher, and then we look at the strikeout rates for the other team, the opposing team. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this stuff, but these have been hitting very high rate as well. And we're starting to share more and more of these inside the Discord. So check out the Discord. The link is in the description. And also they're going to be posted in VIP because they've been hitting so much as well. All right. Any questions, guys? Otherwise, I'm going to be hopping off. It's Saturday. I got stuff to do. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And like I said, I went through the entire slate already. This is kind of the only team that stands out. Everything else is very, very, very questionable, very shitty. I don't like, especially coming off a bad losing day like that, I don't like to take risks that crazy because, first of all, it doesn't match. That's the big thing. Nothing matches. And then the other thing. So anyways, I'll just show you a few little screenshots that I had for other stuff. Yeah, Philip, you're welcome, man. Thanks for being here. So check this out, guys. These are the strikeout rates these are the teams for the no run first innings. So basically, these are the best teams to go no run first inning, okay? And think about this. I just showed you the Houston Rockets. They have the pitcher that's matching, that's at about an 80% hit rate. Then you match the team against this. Okay, so again, this is still the no run first innings. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of more insight. Again, this is a breakdown of the teams that are playing today for this season first inning rate. So again, this is the first team. Basically, it's this graph broken down like this. But this graph matches the previous graph. So basically the best, how can I put it? The best teams that we're looking at, and then it gives you the breakdown of what their hit rate is for no run first inning. I hope that's making sense. What else? Yeah, that's about it, guys. I looked at some pitcher props. I looked at some batter props. I looked at the teams. I've pretty much done all the research, and this is what I came up with. So I'm still going to look. I'm still waiting for the pitcher information to come back. There's some information that comes in that gives me the breakdown of each pitcher, and that's the one I'm waiting for. Once I get the breakdown of each pitcher, like for example, Sonny Gray right here, it'll give me the breakdown of his pitching stats specifically. So you can see right here, he does have no run first innings, but the other one tells me everything about this guy for the first innings against this team, against the Reds and stuff like that. So there's a lot of information that goes into all this crap. Don't think that, like, even though we lost yesterday, it's just part of the game. We've been winning a lot, and it's a well-known thing, man. You cannot win forever. The best sports bettors in the world hit at a 53% hit rate. So think about that. You got to lose 47% of the time to be the best in the world. So if you're expecting somebody, like if somebody bullshits you, like I follow other people too, but dude, they bullshit a lot. Like they're like, hey, I hit all the time, I win all this money and all this stuff, which is cool. But like, there is no way, dude. Like, there is no way that they hit all the time. Like there's a lot of true people out there. There's a lot of real people, but then you got to be careful with a lot of bullshit people. I'm not ever going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you straight up. We had a losing day, but we've had a massive month. So I feel like shit about it, like I mentioned a few times already. But overall, it's been very good, a good month, and that's how you got to kind of have your mindset, where we're still kind of playing on the house's money. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate you all. Once this video posts, let me go back and explain this real quick. Once this video is posted, I'm going to edit it right now. But once it's posted, you're going to see it pop up. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe. But once you see the video pop up, you're going to comment. And once we hit 50 comments, I'm going to do a random picker, and then I'll give you guys one free week VIP pass. All right, guys. Appreciate you all, man. Let's have a great day. Thank you.